What is going on, everybody? 6.7 Power Stroke 350 King Rancher coming at you. Check out the front end on this. Yep, it's a 23 plus truck. I'm showing you guys how to take the transmission fluid pan filter and gasket down on your 23 plus Super Duty, because guess what they took away? Guess what they took away? That lovely fill plug on the side of the 10R 140. Follow along tonight and see if this is something you're gonna do. All right, guys, let's go. All right, everybody, thanks so much for coming back and checking us out. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe. All right, this is the underside of your 10R 140. You just saw the assistant take off the heat shield. We got a heat shield, 10 mil nuts, holding on this lovely little aluminum looking heat shield that we have to reuse, so don't lose your nuts. A lot of you guys have the other 10 speeds where we had this lovely fill plug right here, you know, big 10 mil Allen. Well, how can't I just have my Allen back? Okay, so I don't know why they did that, but that is, I don't know, a pretty big pain in the ass. So we have this little guy right here. This is the standpipe thingamaroo. That's what we're gonna call it. This is the little thingamaroo Jimmy Jam. And if we take that out, yes, fluid is gonna leak out, but this is the thing. So let me use this as an example. If this was the pan, hold this, Mr. Assistant. All right, if this was the inside of the trans pan, this standpipe sits in the trans pan like this, okay? And inside, or on the other side of the pan, is that plug right there. You pull this plug out, and fluid is gonna come out that standpipe and come out this hole, and you'll be able to see, so if you have this much fluid in your pan, only that much fluid's gonna leak out, and you'll still have this much fluid in your whole pan. Like, you're not even getting the oil out when you're taking this out. So that means you're gonna be taking the trans pan down, and you're really gonna be making a mess. Unless you do this. And this is what I've done. This will be the third time. I've done it twice, and this time I needed to make a video. So let's get some light placement. How about if I go like this, maybe?
Is this a
I don't know, your hand's on the way, I can't see. No.
I was touching.
No.
Oh.
Let's put the light over the DPF. There we go. Man, these new trucks, this freaking after treatment is monster. I don't know what Ford was thinking.
DPF is really
Yeah, holy criminy. Let's get the light in here. I want to show you guys. All right, hold on. Okay, official light placement. Check out this right here. All right, this vehicle is cold. It's been sitting for about 5 hours, if I were to guess. That is a 19 mil. Let me go sideways on you guys right here. That's a 19 mil plug. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my ratcheting wrench of wonder. 16. Where's the 19? Right here. 17 and 19. All right. And we're gonna do something like this. Let me make sure I'm on loosen. That's tighten. Okay. So you can see, like right here, there's not a lot of swinging room. So you'll have to figure out exactly what you're gonna do. You can put your stuff up like this. All right, I'm on it right now, but look where the swinging room is. I have nothing straight. I'm on an angle, but the last two, I was able to keep it just like this and use this flat right here on the DPF. I was able to bust it loose. Let's see if I can. Nope.
Could you go over top the DPF? Like from that side and go over it with the... I think that might be better. I think you could do that. I think you got enough room.
Let's see. Not everybody's gonna have this ratcheting wrench. Let's see. What happens if we go back here? That's not any better. Ford's procedure is they want you to fill the trans through that little drain plug I was telling you guys about. All right, I'm on it pretty good, but I'm sorry, but I don't have any swinging room. I'm hitting the side of the trans. If you can bust this loose. Oh,
There you go.
I don't think I got it. I'm coming down. Broke it loose. All right, you see this right here. I just came out. See it? And the plug right there, come off of it. All right, and then you either can go in like he's going, or,
You probably have more
I mean, I have enough room right here. I'm just, did it stop on me? Yep.
They should at least put it on this side. At least right here by the drive shaft.
You know, if Ford thought, well, they weren't thinking they were going to have everybody come in to the dealer or a facility to get this done, which you shouldn't need to do that. This is something you guys should be able to do at home. And once you get the plug out, just like this. Now we are doing a pan, filter, and a gasket. I'm not flushing anything. We're not using a machine. This is the plug that was in it, just like this. 19 mil. No hex in there, it's just circular. And then that is going to provide us a complete open hole right into the trans, right here. So now, this is a great part, and one of the reasons why I bought, these guys are poking fun at me right now, one of the reasons why I bought a fluid extractor machine. So you guys can either use one of the big suction devices you can buy at Harbor Freight, or if you have the use of something like this, this is our driveline machine. And what I'm gonna do is take this hose and I'm gonna run it. You wanna hold that, Mr. Assistant? I'm gonna run, dude.
What?
I'm gonna run this right into the trans. There we go, just hold it. I'm gonna put this thing in all the way. There we go. Just feed your tube in. I don't want this right here, dude. Let's put this guy right on the oil cooler. Transmission oil cooler. All right, I'm shoving the hose all the way. I'm right here. I'm right here in the trans. Right here in this corner.
D is for draining.
Okay, I would say, I'd say go ahead and put it on D. We're completely empty. We're gonna open up this. We're open just a little. I'm opening it all the way. Okay.
Yeah,
She's open. Sucking all the juice out. Now, I only am doing this step because I don't really want to make a mess. And trans fluid's gonna go all over the place as soon as you start taking all this stuff off.
Shit's moving.
So, what?
Fucking line is moving. Oh, yeah, it's still in there. Just make sure.
So,
Pop out.
I don't know if you guys are gonna want to use that as a drain because you're not really draining all that fluid down past that standpipe. So, if you can, cool, suck it out. Or you're going to have to take all the perimeter bolts out and just leave the corners and then let the pan, drain all over the place. So we're going to let this keep going. We're sucking out the trans fluid right there. She's filling up. Let's go ahead and we're going to mark. If you guys pay attention to the trans pan, there are 3 studs. The 3 bolts, well, 3 stud bolts, I should say. Hey, give me the trim tool. Let me show you guys this real quick so you can remember where everything goes. Pop this down. and I put this up above this aluminum rib. All right, we have 3 studs on this side. I'm gonna mark the trans case there. I'll mark the trans case there. And I'm gonna mark the trans case here. And then I'm gonna mark the trans case on this side. We got a stud here. And then if you guys see here, we have a stud right by the DPF. I'm gonna make a little green dot there. And then I'm gonna make a little green little dot right there. So those are all of the studs. All right, my trigger happy assistant over here really wants to get these studs out. So go ahead and rip all the studs out. We don't need those in. It's not gonna leak down on you. We are gonna have to reuse these. Excellent, excellent. All right, just set those aside. Set them right here. Oop, I didn't mean to splash you if I did. Okay, so now let me just double check and make sure I have everything out of the trans pan. We're just sucking air. Let me just double check here. Wiggle the hose. Anything? Anything? Oh yeah. No, still sucking air. Still sucking air. All right, I think that's it. We'll see how far down we sucked it out. I mean, show them how big that container is and how much fluid we took out. So we just sucked out the pan. There's still gonna be a whole bunch when we take out, you know, the filter. That's all gonna, yeah. All right, let's see here. Pull the tube out. We're gonna reuse it. We're gonna flush the hose, and then we're gonna reuse the machine to fill right through that same, that same port that we just sucked it out of. To do is leave these ones in. Don't touch these ones yet. Go ahead and rip all of these other ones out, and we're going to need the small wobble.
I have it on mine.
Do you? Okay, go ahead and just take these back ones out.
Just these 2?
Yep, take that one, them 3 out. See how he's going along these coolant lines? He's going to break it loose. Yep. Okay, I'll take the bolt. Middle one. Now these bolts do not matter where they go. All right, hold on. We're gonna take this one out. All right.
Leave these 2 in.
Yep, we're gonna leave these 2 in.
Take the sides out.
Yep, take the sides out. Break them loose. I like it. Good job. There you go. Okay, now we're coming around to the front. Let's do the middle ones in the front. Okay. All right, so now you got 4 bolts left. We're gonna hold the pan up. We're gonna take this last bolt out. Okay, I'll let you switch hands. Okay, he's holding the pan. I'm gonna switch hands. We're gonna come back over here, take our last bolt out. Okay. ratchets, saved, okay. Now, you want to take the pan down and keep it level, whether you're doing this on a hoist or on the ground, and you're gonna kind of just work it past these lines right here, okay. We're coming down, we're coming this way, we're coming forward, right up against the transmission fluid cooler, okay. We're coming down, all right. We didn't spill nothing. There's not some huge whoosh of nasty transmission fluid. So we're gonna do a controlled drain right there.
Nope.
That's how much was left in the pan.
There's that little filler you found.
See? Well, let's bring them in and show them that little standpipe I was just talking about. Oops. Yeah, check that out. This is what Ford wants you to do. They want you to fill the transmission through that little plug. I can't do that, man. But what I am gonna do, I'm gonna take that plug out and I'm gonna fill it through my port. And then when fluid starts to drain out of this port, I know I have met my first fluid level mark. I can then put the plug back in the trans, run it up to 180, 185 degrees Fahrenheit, and then pull this plug out, fill it back up through that port until it leaks out of here again, put the plug back in, and then we know it's full. I don't agree with how they want you to do the procedure in the workshop manual, but this one on the side of the trans might be a little bit tricky, but I think it really saves this procedure and doing the transmission. Okay, trigger finger happy technician has already got the filter out. All right, you pull the filter out. Check this out. He always remembers, the first time I told him, your filter is gonna have this little Jimmy hat looking thing. All right, we're gonna take that. It's a little lip, okay. You know, you don't know, the hat is supposed to sit on the trans or the valve body. You just kind of work it in, just like that. See how it went back in the bore? And it's got some ribs right here, and that's what's gonna, see, it just came out with my thumb. It's got some ribs on it, and it's gonna kind of position the filter, because when the filter sits up in there, that little post, this little nose here, is gonna go right up in that. Look, he's already got the new one. Bless his heart. New one, we're gonna go up just like this. We got two different size bolts, so make sure you put the right one in the right hole.
The long one's on your side.
Nope, there's not one on that side. That would be the 6-speed. Oh, the bolt. I can, you're gonna have to go around to the front and put that in. Drawing it up. Nice. Okay. Last bolt. Johnny Dingle nut. Nice. And then you just give those just a snug. I'm sure there's a torque spec, but just give them a snug. They're a little 8mm bolt. We just give it a little snug. Yep, everything looks good. So take a look at gander. All right, we have all of our shift solenoids. All right, we have our fluid pump over here. Little jiggly plastic thing there. And then we have big bolt connector right here. Some zip ties. Totally different than the 6-speed. I haven't replaced a valve body yet in a 10-speed, but you know, doesn't have that on the 6-speed. Filters completely. Filters actually got like a metal housing that it goes on, but I really wish they would have just, like, look right here where my finger, go on that side. Look where my finger's at right here. They could have just put the hole right here, just like it used to be. Like, what was the reasoning for that? Come on. Okay, I digress. So after you're done with that, filters in, everything looks good. Get you a rag and some Bricklene, and just go ahead and give this a nice wipe. the whole perimeter, and then we're gonna go ahead and get the transmission pan all set. Here's the pan. Let's come under the light. There's really not that much stuff on the magnet. It's got 60,000 miles on it. Not bad, not bad. All right, let's go ahead and pop this gasket out. You could use a pick or you could use a pocket screwdriver. I don't want to flop transmission fluid onto this vehicle, so I'm just going to lightly pull up on this. Okay, there's our gasket. Get rid of the gasket. I'm not going to reuse that. All right, let's come over to the basin. Bring one of those with me. Bring one of those. We're gonna come over to the wash tub, and it's looking like we're gonna need to get this emptied here. All right, we're gonna get the straw. We're gonna brake clean. We're gonna brake clean all this. All right, I'm gonna go in this little crack. I don't want trans fluid to be in here. It's a little crevice. Okay, I'll do this one at the end. Now I know there's a couple of guys on the internet taking like the trans lines out of the trans and like flushing the converter by letting the vehicle run, and I don't know. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I'm going to do that. Get all that nice and clean. Make sure to do this in a well-ventilated area too. Whew. Whew, it got me. I think that's good. I think that's good. We'll give it a final wipe. All right, let's go back over to the bench. I'm just gonna give this a wipey do. What was that?
Yeah, pick that up.
Top fill.
Oh, the little fill plug?
Yeah.
I'll put it over here.
Yeah, because the fluid goes into there. Holes. It's probably brake clean.
I did the whole thing.
Did you just learn what that means?
And then just give that a wipe. That looks really good.
I'm surprised this dude's not doing the trans clean.
Wipe this thing out.
So I was about to go in the
What even
cabinet.
is it?
Get in this little groove. Get in this little groove. Wipe the sides down.
What material is this?
Like a composite plastic. That looks really good inside though. That looks super good. Will you go grab that bag that came out of so I can show them all the part number for this? Reusing the trans pan. We have new gasket, and the part number for that said gasket is this. What about the filter part number? This is the filter part number from yours truly. Right there. 20 plus. There you go. All right, so we have two little identifying dowels or little half biscuits right here on this gasket. We have one here and one here. So either this gasket is going like this or it's going like this. You got to figure out which way it's going. So what I like to do is, let's see, flip this around. Are we gonna get this first time? Does that look semi-right? Okay, that might look right. I'll put one here and one here. Let's see where this little biscuit's laying. Oh dang, we did get it. Okay, I put each of the biscuits in. Now, the next thing I want you to do is put each bolt hole, put each bolt hole in, or I should say the part of the rubber that goes around the bolt hole, because this is going to set our spacing. I don't want to be too far, I don't want to be too near, I want it to be right in the middle, and I can't do that if I push this section in, because it's going to stretch that gasket and have a leak. Okay, now we're all in. Now go ahead and push that gasket in all the way into its groove. Now once we're done, I'm going to see if assistant number 2 can be super steady, and we're going to zoom in to this gasket, and I want to show you the 2 little feet. Check out, zoom in, look at, there you go, keep going, that looks great, perfect. You see these two little lines right here? We got one right here, and I got one right there. These 2 feet all the way, all the way around have to be facing down like this. Boom. They can't be off to the side. They can't be curled up. Both of those feet, is what I'm calling them, have to be facing straight down. So facing straight down as if I had this sitting like this. So I want these 2 feet facing up. Hold on. And then once you're done, what I'll do is I'll hold the pan up, and I'm looking at the pan this way. Get out of the video. I'm looking at the pan this way, and I'm looking for any high spots in that gasket. Look right here. This didn't even get pushed down. See what I'm saying? So we go here and just work that down. Okay, that looks good. Oh, high spot. Let's see, a little high spot here. I can feel it going down with my fingers. Here. I always double check this because I don't want the transmission to be pushing this gasket down into the groove when I go to mount it up. Okay, I like that. I'm looking all the way over here too. I see just a little bit. Yep. Hey, how about you wipe the trans? Get brake clean and wipe that whole perimeter. All right, I like the way that freaking looks.
You spray on it or you spray on the rag?
On the rag. Hey, fold it into a nice napkin so you can fold it and turn it and reuse that whole thing. Okay, that looks really good. I'm happy with that. We'll brake clean all this off. Since we're gonna wipe the trans down still, that is gonna be a quarter drive ratchet, extension. We'll pull this little plug out. Okay. That was actually pretty tight. All right. There's that plug. There's where that fluid would be coming out, and we have to be putting all the fluid back into the transmission through there. So stupid. All right, I like our way better. All right, now let's go look at the trans. All right, new pan, not new pan, but clean pan, new gasket. We're gonna go, we have your tool, this is mine. Okay, so we're gonna put this pan up. Let's go ahead and you pull this out. I'm gonna put this pan up. Okay, we have a couple of dowels on the pan. Mr. Assistant, why don't you come over here and show these dowels? We have a dowel right here. So make sure this dowel gets seated in, and we have one kitty corner all the way over here. We have one right here, okay? So just make sure those dowels are already in before you start tightening everything up. Okay. So let's go ahead and do not put the bolts in where the studs are supposed to go. So make sure you're grabbing the studlies and the bolties. Okay, I got a stud right here. Put this in.
Studs are the green dots.
Studs are the green dots. And I let some of the trans fluid actually get on some of these trans pan bolts to lubricate the threads, because we got a steel bolt going in an aluminum housing, so just give a little lubrication. Here you go, here's your last studly.
Come on.
screw that in. I'm applying pressure this whole time to the pan up because I don't want those dowels to drop. So you guys can choose to finger start everything and then draw it up. But I think that's enough for me. I'm already on Titan. I'm gonna hold my side up. Okay, I'm gonna let young man finish his.
This one's not threading. Okay, I got it.
Okay, we got this one in. Does that look all right? Yeah, run it up a little bit. Just have it touch, don't tighten it. Perfect. Good job, good job. Let it loose. Let it loose just a little bit. Just bust it loose. That's perfect. Okay, our last stud right here. We got a green dot. All right, and we should have 3. Oh no, we got more than 3. We got these guys right here. See, it's real important to have these swivels right here, because then you can go around. You can go around these trans lines or these coolant lines that go to the exhaust. I'm sorry, did you hear what I said? The coolant line going to the exhaust? Yeah, that's right. That's what I said. That's exactly what I said.
When did you pull that plug out?
I pulled it out when I was
You pulled the
cleaning the transmission pan. All right, we all in up there?
I got one more.
One more? He's got one more.
Come on, bug, you're in there.
Okay, let me get mine. Now let's go ahead and I'm gonna start in the middle. You go this way. I'm starting here and I'm going backwards. You ready?
Yep.
All right, let's go. See? That swivel would be really nice, just to make sure. Okay, now we're on to the studs. Thirteen. 13. I'll let you do 13. So we're going to come back with hand ratchets. Oh yeah. Okay, let me see that socket. I'll make sure to look up the torque spec to tell you guys, because I know you guys are going to be teed off.
It's inch pounds, 100%.
Yep. We're just gonna snug everything down. You torque it once. Transpan bolts, they're all the same stuff. Okay, we got the 8 milli. I want the straighty. All right. I'm gonna come back. I'm starting where the old fill was. I'm gonna go around. See that one? That's why we go and we check them all. Boom, boom, boom. You wind up knowing your tool, knowing the electric strength. Okay. 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 And then I'm not going to put the heat shield on yet because we could potentially be leaking transmission fluid as we're taking in and out of the hose. But what I will do is I will brake clean this whole nastiness right here. Check it out. Visit our website, rainmanauto.com, where you guys can get yourself a fresh pack of Denko brake clean and PTT with A-rod screwdrivers to help you with all of your 6-7 problems or endeavors. Let's see. Right here, brake cleaning. We're coming at you.
Are you gonna put the plug back in for the fill at the bottom?
I have to do that and watch fluid leak out so that I know when I can stop.
So we have to do the same thing for the truck. We gotta put it back down after we run it and then put more in it.
Yep.
Doesn't matter.
So we're gonna go over that with everybody because I want you all at home to be comfortable with doing this. It's a little different. I don't like the way the book has you do it. I think that's I think it's kind of stupid, but it may be because you have no room here, but hey, sometimes you gotta think outside the box, you know? Okay, I like that. That's all nice and clean. If this was my truck, I would be happy with how that looks. Okay. All right. All right, new fluid. I wanna flush this machine. That's going into the drain down there. I wanna suck up all new fluid. I wanna flush the hose, all this stuff. So I'm gonna pour a quart of Mercon LV. Or should no, did I grab ULV? No, I pulled ULV. ULV is supposed to go in the trans. We're gonna use the AMSOIL stuff, but I don't wanna flush the machine with the AMSOIL. Okay, so we're sucking. We need to go to fresh. Let me put this here. I'll push this down. I would say F.
Okay.
Yep. I'm holding that in. See all the nasty fluid come through? Okay. We stopped sucking. Let me fill this back up. I want to see nice red go through here. Okay. Okay, I'm sucking fluid. Oh, that looks good.
Nice and red now.
That looks good. I'm gonna do one more quart. All right.
Don't do that.
All right, ready? Okay, I'll suck that all the way down. Let me just get rid of this quart. All right. Get rid of this out of here. I'm gonna suck all this down to the bottom of the jar, and then we're gonna add our fresh AMSOIL. Okay, stop. Okay, this is the AMSOIL ULV compatible fluid. All right, probably gonna use 2 full ones, and then maybe a splash of another one. But we are using the stock pan, so might be just enough. Okay, go ahead and pour some into our fresh clean glass. All right. I like it. So you guys can make the choice if you want to use a fluid extractor or pump it in some other way, but we're gonna put it in just like we took it out, and I'm gonna work this line back up in to that port. All right, you guys ready? Follow me up into the hole. We're gonna go in like the Magic School Bus and Miss Frizzle. I know what you guys know what that is. You Miss Frizzle Magic School Bus and watching Sons of... All right, we're gonna gingerly work this in after I hook this up here so I don't have to hold it.
I can't really get the camera up.
Oh, I know what I did. Hold on. Check this out. Duh. Watch this. Totally forgot. Because I don't use it all the time. So this is like an air coupler. I'm going to push this thing down. Okay. Let's put that like this. Maybe it'll kind of hold it up in there. All right, check this out. So this machine's got a little drawer with a bunch of hidden gems. Look at this thing. Look at this.
I didn't know you had other pipes.
I know. I keep forgetting about it. I can't suck the fluid out using this, okay? But I can put it in using this. So, all right, I'm in the hole. You see it? You see what I'm saying? Look at that. That boy go right in there. All right. So let's get staged. Let me grab this because we need to catch the fluid that's going to drip out of here. So this is what Ford wants you to do. They want you to fill through this hole until fluid starts leaking out of it, which is kind of like if I'm putting fluid in and fluid's coming out, like, wait, what? So how about if I put it in a different hole and watch it come out a different hole? That's what I'm going to do. Let me get it staged. This thing is going to be hot when you're running it, and it's going to be leaking fluid, so I want you guys to be careful. We got fresh fluid on standby. I think we're ready to go. I'm going to open up this halfway to be controlled. We're up on F, double checking. We're on F. Okay, I am controlling the flow with my valve going into the trans right now. All right, I got transmission fluid going in the trans pan. We're gonna be watching for fluid leaking out of here. Then we're gonna be ready to tighten it, and we're gonna be able to run the transmission to about 185 degrees.
You can hear it.
Yep, it's going through the tube. I like it. It's almost 4 quarts. Totally submerging this filter. Totally submerging this valve body. Okay, I'm shutting the valve. You got it? You got it?
It's not done yet.
Okay. Opening.
Just making the transition.
Opening valve. I got you. Okay, we're still not leaking. Show them that hole. We got any fluid coming out yet? Almost 4 quarts, almost empty. 4 quarts of Amsoil ULV down the hatch. Starting our second gallon. Gallon number 2. Still at halfway on the valving here.
Let me grab another gallon real quick.
No, I think it's going to be going to start leaking here shortly.
8 quarts. Yeah, I think trans fully empties like 15.
Well, remember we do all the PPE stuff when we put those big ones on, and we'll go through a whole bunch of trans fluid.
Yeah.
So we're just doing the stock one. Okay, here we go. We're leaking out. Okay, I'm shutting the machine off. We got our plug. We got our plug.
Just about
I'm gonna immediately go in.
on the dot. There's a quart and a half left.
Is it really? That's awesome.
Well, we're just gonna use that to fill it up.
Oh, 100%.
What are you doing that face for? On the camera, dude. Come on.
Okay, go ahead and tighten this.
There's children that watch this channel.
There is. People that are learning. Now, I'm not gonna reef it down. I'm just gonna snug it down because I'm gonna have to take this back out. All right? Okay, that's snugged. All right, now I see some mess over there. You guys know how I feel about mess. There's trans fluid all over the side of this trans pan. Okay, that looks good.
Now we gotta put it down and start it.
That looks good. What was the temp that we have to go to?
175.
Okay,
I usually-
I'm happy with
I
that.
usually go 175.
If you put that down on a test, I don't think I'd mark you wrong.
Because we did one a week ago and I put all the way down the brake. Dude, it hurts. Like, it starts to hurt.
I'll do it this
Yeah.
time. I've never done it.
No, you can do it. I was gonna let you do it anyways, so you can do it.
No.
Look at these guys bickering over
Don't
who's
do what
gonna
I
brake
did, though,
torque
if
it.
you Actually do a burn.
No,
Aw,
I watched him do it.
aw. Okay, one more spritz of Brooklyn.
I mean, because this isn't an HO, right?
This is not a HO.
No, sometimes it's black. I've seen HOs with black badges on them.
No,
I swear.
nope.
I've literally
Look at
seen,
that one.
They're not
Red.
factory though.
Yeah, the red
No,
HO
no,
badges
no.
are
I've
factory.
seen HOs with like all black. Like they bought them.
Oh, then they were like that. All HOs they got the red badge. Yeah. All right, all the fluids are filled up: oil, coolants, washer, diffs, transfer case, fuel filters are done. Excusez-moi, merci beaucoup. Merci. It's time to commence the starting sequence. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, let's pull up the transmission fluid temperature. Seatbelts. Let's go to diesel measurements. Status information, maybe? Or gauges? Yeah, whatever. One of those ones got trans in it.
No,
Yeah?
maybe.
Okay, keep going.
No,
Keep going.
that's it. And that one.
That's it? Oh, okay. Well, let's go. Maybe
Trans
gauges.
temp.
I want the number. I don't usually. Yeah, do that one. I don't usually go through the cluster on here.
Diesel.
Okay. Turbo. No. Next screen. Next screen.
Trans.
84.
84. All right. So this is what we're gonna do. The weight of the vehicle is all on the ground, and we're not on the hoist. And we're gonna brake torque this thing. So we're gonna put it down in drive, foot on the brake all the way to the floor. Yep. We're gonna monitor the trans temp. Okay, trans temp 87. Can we go down at all? No? Okay. All right. We're gonna be revving it up, and
No?
we're gonna do maybe 1500 RPM. We're just gonna sit just like this. Now it just lurched forward because we're building up the drive line, but we just don't let the left foot go. And we're just gonna sit here. Left thigh is gonna hurt, but we need to get 89. We need to get that to about 100 degrees hotter. And then we're gonna lift it back up. We're gonna pull that plug out and fill up the transmission until fluid comes out that plug, just like you saw. And then I'll go through the process of you putting in that fill plug on the side of the trans next to the DPF. So 180 degrees, here we come.
It can.
Let's see, where are we at?
145.
145, coming in. All right, here we are, 180 degrees. I'm gonna stop at 185. And this is what I want young man to do. Okay, let up off the accelerator, foot slam on the brakes. Okay, I want you to put it into neutral. Gingerly let up off the brakes. We're gonna let the vehicle mellow out. Okay, go ahead and put it in park. Okay, we're back on the hoist. The whole time that we had the suspension loaded up, we didn't hear any shimmying on the hoist arms, the hoist pads. We're looking good over here. We're just floating. Let's make sure, for safety's sake, we're good. Yep, we're good. And the front, yeah, we're good. Okay. Coolant, we'll fill the coolant up when we lower it down.
Yeah, those are both.
I think we need to go up now.
Shut it out.
Nope, we got to do trans fluid when it's running. Roll the window down for me. All right, let's give it a shake, a shimmy. Okay, let's go up. This is the final fill procedure. I wonder how much fluid is going to come out. Okay, right here, there's no leaking mess from the transmission, so that's got to be a good thing. I got to get our lights set up so we have some lumens. Let's do this guy, and let's do this guy. All right, we're up. She's running, and she's hot. We just got some residue to clean off, no big deal. Let's get the oil change bucket. Your basin, your catching material. All right, let's get this right here. Now remember, this is gonna be hot, so I want you guys to be careful. All right, I'm gonna pull the plug out. If any fluid, it should just be a little bit on top of this bolt, but nothing Like it shouldn't be juicing out like we did when we were putting it in. All right, there we go. We just got a couple of drips, and by golly, that plug's hot. Yeah, you were like zoning. You were just zoning. Dude, what are you zoning for, man?
What?
I just caught you, huh? Like, you should be paying attention, following along. All right, plug's out. We need to get our basin, our filling station extraordinaire. We're almost at 8 quarts. Let's go ahead and pop this guy back in. Let's set the light back where it was because that was really good light placement.
I think it's only gonna take like an extra like 4. Maybe like that 4.
Think so?
Yeah, I don't think it's more.
All right, I'm in. I'm gonna open it up halfway and I will, where's my fluid? I will keep this thing full. All right, here we go. We're gonna watch for that to leak. We're filling the fluid up right now. Okay, my 2 gallons is almost gone. Okay, shutting off the machine. Oh, did we just have a little leak? Just a drip, drip, drip. Okay, we might be right on the cusp of this being full. Let's just get a little more ULV. Let's just get a little more. See where we're at. I really wish they would have just put a drain plug on these things like a normal transmission. All right, let me fill this up. Let's see if we're right at that cusp. All right, filling. Okay, I'm gonna do just a tiny bit more. I wanna see a little stream. I wanna see a little stream. Okay, I'm filling. Filling. Okay, filling. Think so? Yeah. Right now we are at 10 quarts. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, right there. Okay, that's it. That's it right there, fellas. We're making a mess. We're making a mess. I know. She does stink.
I don't actually.
All right, here we go. It's hot. Get it in there. Okay, I got it started. That's why I like using gloves. I got that barrier. Okay, I'm gonna snug this up. And then we're gonna go ahead and remove this other fill port and then we'll, all right, we're gonna remove the fill tube out and then I'll go ahead and put the fill port or that little access plug back in. Pulling out. I'll switch this later. Okay. All right, here's the 16 mil plug. I guess I can get this out of the way right now. Now this, I'm not gonna lie, this kind of sucks. And this might be a reason why Ford doesn't have you do the fluid like this, because it's so hard to at least get this started. Now I've kind of, I don't know, you can see this like this. You can see, like, yeah, try to show them that. Like I got this thing in here and oh man, I'm fighting the transmission and the DPF. Oh baby, come on. Okay, I think I got it started. Yeah, oh man, baby. What if I go this way? Oh, haha. All right, that's in there. Now let's get our 19 and see if I can successfully tighten it. Some of you guys are gonna think this is a big pain in the butt. Well, once you do it and you know what you gotta do, it's not that bad. I would much rather do it like this than have to have dealt with this stupid way that Ford wants you to do it. I think this would probably be like a service fill position, like at the factory or something. Oh, for crying out loud. I can't get the ratchet to ratchet because it's too loose. So I'm gonna have to just do it old school. There we go. My contacts are drying out so bad. There we go, now we're snug. Okay, whew. All right, it's brake clean time. I'm gonna get this. Anything that's shiny, got a little bit of red on it. That whole trans pan, that seam, everything's nice and hot right now and evaporating. Let's get this light out. How about this side? What are we looking like? We got double lights, double clean. I like it a lot. That looks really good. Okay, our final step is this dumb thing right here. And it goes on our studs. Usually it'll stay up. All right, 10 milli quarter drives coming up at you. She is a hottie. Oh yeah. Frickin' it. I like it. I like it. 10R140, 23 plus trucks done. Transmission fluid changed. And if you guys have one of these trucks or this year and unfamiliar with changing the trans fluid, I want you guys to be confident in feeling and having the ability to do this on your own, or have us do it, and we can use the machine just like you saw tonight as we tackled this 24. She's hot, it's done, it's complete, and there's no mess. I appreciate you guys for watching. Tell me what you think about this in the comment section below. Remember to like, comment, sub, share, and I'll see you guys next time, maybe using this on your vehicle. See ya.